There is a slight interruption. So here the third merit, it can be used for comparison of fertility among the age groups in same population. Right? So fertilities can be compared, but not from different populations. Only within the age groups the fertility can be compared. Now the last one, everyone knew, it considers both age and sex composition, because if you see the formula, female population only we have taken, therefore the sex composition is considered. At the same time, specific age it is mentioned, therefore the age is also considered. Therefore this has become one of the merit. It considers both age and sex compositions. Now let us see some demerits. It cannot be used for comparison of fertility of two different populations. Look at here, the third point from here as well as the first point in demerit. Don't confuse, there is a vast gulf of difference between these two. Here we are comparing fertility among the age groups, but here we cannot use for comparison of fertility of different populations. Age groups we can compare, but different populations we cannot compare. Clear? Next, it does not indicate the growth of population due to births. So every method, as I said, we are just considering the age group, specified age, live births and the female population alone. Only by using this we cannot indicate the rate of growth of population due to births, because once again I am saying here, mortality of women is ignored. Clear? So whenever we consider the mortality, there and then we can observe the rate of growth of population due to births. Unless and until the mortality is considered, we cannot say that particular method shows the indication to find the rate of growth of population due to births. So here also ASFR has these two demerits. Now in the next method, let us see whether these demerits can overcome or not. If you observe from the beginning, CBR has some demerits, right? And then those demerits have overcome in general fertility rate, GFR. Again GFR has some more demerits. Those demerits has to overcome in this ASFR. Even still ASFR has some limitations. So these have to be overcome in the next method called TFR. So let us see the total fertility rate. Here come. So total fertility rate. See first the definition. From the beginning, just I am giving you one glance. CBR considers overall population by overall births by overall population into 1000. Right? It doesn't require much detailed information. But it ignored age and sex compositions. And GFR, we considered age and sex composition, at the same time childbearing age 15 to 49. In ASFR, 15 to 49 childbearing, female population and individual age group also we have calculated, having the magnitude 5. Now there in ASFR there is one lagging point, that is we cannot compare the fertility rates of different populations. So that demerit of ASFR as well as GFR including CBR in this total fertility rate we can find. Clear? That is a major point among all the four, the comparison. If you compare CBR, GFR, ASFR, CBR age and sex cannot be, but GFR can be. but GFR cannot be compared. ASFR also cannot be compared. To overcome that, considering all age, sex, individual age group comparison as well as different population comparison, all together the total should be done in this fertility rate. That's why the name is given total fertility rate. The sum total of annual ASFRs. If you observe, the sum total of annual ASFRs, the sum total of annual ASFRs. So the same way the formula is given here. See, TFR equals to the sum between 15 to 49 annual ASFRs. So I mentioned you one point. ASFRs are used to compute TFR. You got it now? In ASFR I have given you one merit. So calculating of ASFR must use to calculate TFR. At the same time, the quinquennial age, the quinquennial age group, quinquennial I said you 5, and annual ASFRs. Now this is the formula for TFR. Look at here. This rate indicates the number of children born per 1000 women of childbearing age, provided none of the women die. Even the same TFR method has a demerit, because unless and until to observe the mortality of women, we cannot indicate the rate of growth of population due to births. Clear? So in which method the mortality is considered? Mortality of women is considered. There, that is the ultimate method of finding the rate of growth of population due to births. Am I clear? Now, to find out how many children born in lifetime of one woman, to calculate this, TFR divided by 1000 if you do. TFR divided by 1000. If you do this, after calculating TFR divided by 1000 if you do, obviously you will be getting average number of children born in lifetime to one woman. That can be calculated. Fine. So let us have these TFR merits and demerits. Students, I hope you are following this. Now listen here. Merits. It is used for comparing the birth rates of different population. This point among all the methods, only in TFR it has become the merit. In other all methods, this point is a demerit. In CBR, ASFR and GFR, we cannot compare the fertility rates of different populations, but where in TFR we can. Remember, that is a major point. It gives more weightage to age compositions. Obviously, individual age groups you are calculating, child bearing you have considered, female population, sex also you have composed. So all together, that's why the name is given total. Are you clear? Why the name is mentioned total? Right? So it gives more weightage to age compositions. It considers only female population of childbearing, obviously. So fertility rate, if you want to calculate, only female population has to be taken. Among all the 4 fertility rates, GFR, ASFR, TFR has this point as a merit, but wherein CBR, this point is a demerit, because there demerit we consider both male and female population, which is absolutely wrong. That is the reason in TFR this has become the merit. Next, demerit. I said you, it does not indicate the rate of growth of population due to births, because we are assuming that the women are surviving. That is the wrong note. So how can we assume that all the women survive? Definitely they will pass away, right? Definitely they will die at one particular time, at particular extent of time, because life is uncertain, isn't it? But we have taken into consideration, we have assumed that all the women survive throughout the lifetime, which is a wrong assumption. That is the reason, unless we confined that the woman during childbearing age, definitely the mortality also will be considered. In that method, the rate of growth of population due to births is observed, calculated. Am I clear? So these are the merits and demerits of total fertility rate. Say in a brief, I have given the formula. CBR equals to total births by total population into 1000. GFR, total births by female population between childbearing 15 to 49. Clear? So number of live births divided by female population during childbearing age 15 to 49 into 1000. ASFR, births in a specific age, live births in a specific age divided by total female population in that particular age group multiplied by 1000. So TFR, the quinquennial age group 5 with annual ASFRs. So ASFRs has a common width must be 5 magnitude, I mean it's a quinquennial age, and the total ASFR should be calculated, multiplied by 5, you will be getting TFR. If you want to calculate average number of children born per woman in her lifetime, this TFR divided by 1000 if you do, you will be getting the average number of children born to women in her lifetime. So that's the end of measures of fertility rate. Measures of fertility rates explanation. Now next class I am going to deal the problems. Clear? So by this I am going to wind up the theoretical concepts on measures of fertility rates. Clear? Thank you.